Okay, I got that. Get you in here. These two were the two long screws that went in there. And then these were the little short ones. I put these in with just my Phillips screwdriver, and I did it by hand because I didn't want to strip them out. These two go right into the wood. Those are the 2-inch ones. Let's see, they don't look that much different, do they? Okay. See how this was bent out from before? But that's not really affecting anything per se, I don't think. But I can get my hammer and kind of tap on that a little. It's not really hitting anything. Now we'll go inside and see what that's done, if anything. It might have helped. I think it will have helped just a little bit. Okay, so I'll have to take my little screwdriver out. And my 2x4. That was keeping it held up. Okay, there. Nothing's going to happen with that. Now you're going to see what I see. So close this door. Let's see if we've done much, and I think we have. See how that gap is a lot bigger. And you see up in there, I've actually pushed this whole thing over that way. And I'll keep the camera rolling here for a minute so I can get my stool, my little 3-step stool. Okay, I'll get up there with you and we'll take a quick look at this and see how well it's done. See, I may not have to do anything to that bottom one. We'll still see. Now we're going to look at the gap here. I see it is getting bigger still over here, but it's not as big. Okay. See, they didn't do a very good job when they installed this door years ago. But see how much more of a gap there is here? There's less of a gap there. If you will remember, I could put my whole finger in there pretty much. So I've actually, what that's done is, if you can look at that door, I've moved that hinge there. So if the door is here and I moved that hinge over, that's actually raised this up. If that makes sense, it kind of took the door and moved it over that way. It's lifted that top up and it's lifted the bottom of the door up. Okay, and we'll check this and we'll pull this out and we'll see here. You see the bottom of this? It's not rubbing on that anymore, is it? It's just like barely above it, isn't it? If we look at this bottom one, let's take a look at that. It looks like it's just missing the bottom too. Looks like it's easy. Looks like it's easier to do that. But you're in luck because I'm going to actually move that bottom hinge for you in case you ever had to do it. I'll show you how that's done in a minute. But I've locked it. Kaboom. Unlock it. Pull this. And it's up just a hair. But I know I could do better. And so if I took the bottom hinge, moved the bottom hinge over, that's going to raise the bottom left-hand edge up because it's going to move over further, and I can do that, and it's going to raise the top just ever so slightly up, and it's going to move this. Keep in mind how much of a gap that is. See how big that gap is? Look at that. That's where the door closes, my word. And see, we look over here, we've got a little bit of a gap now, and that's about what you normally want, but this door, they installed it with such a big gap. I know I can move it over further. And it was moved over further because this bottom shouldn't be almost hitting this bottom. It should be up a little bit higher. And I know I can go up higher. And yeah, that's going to give me a little bit wider gap there. But it's also going to go up higher. And I know I've got enough room to do that, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you that right now. Hope you're still sticking around because I still got some stuff to show you. Whew. I'm glad that's over with. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to show you next, but I'll find something.